Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone? We've had a busy day, haven't we? There I am. Hope everyone is not too wore out after the day we've had trial hopping. Oh, yes, we have. Yay. We got JB and Melissa, Mondi, and Eric. Here we go. And AJ, they were here. I don't know if they're still here now. But good to see you. This is Madison Fields. And she's missing out of Ohio. And I know I will pronounce the town name wrong, but it'll be all right. So we're just going to, well, hi, Lynn. Hi, Cynthia. Glad you made it. We're going to talk about little Madison here. And we'll just get right into it.
That's why we're all kind of like bamboozled. This is just not Madison at all.
If you see her, contact the police immediately because they're going to get her and bring her back to you.
Right now, Colerain police, they're actively searching for a 16-year-old girl who's been missing for 5 days.
Yeah, family and friends are desperate for answers, putting together a search party tonight in hopes of finding her.
Allie Hennard has more details for us.
And just so you know, this happened, or she left her place where they were living. It's not a house. It's a motel. But she left on February 13th. Just so we all know that. Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. 16-year-old Madison Fields has been missing since Friday. Her parents tell me they filed an official missing persons report on Monday, and now dozens gathering here tonight to search for her near the last place she was seen on Harry Lee Lane here in Colerain Township. Now they're asking for the public's help in bringing her home.
I'm Dad. I know the kid. As I said, she texts me every day. She's a very good kid. Something's wrong.
16-year-old Madison Fields hasn't been seen or heard from since Friday, February 13th.
I was under the impression she was at her friend Lily's house, but she didn't go that way. So that's when we first found out, like, something was wrong. And then We got a hold of the police.
Maddie's father, Tyler Hearn, says just after 4 p.m. on Friday, Maddie was seen on surveillance leaving the in-town suites on Colerain Avenue, where her family is staying at the time, walking along Colerain Avenue, then west on Harry Lee Lane.
And her phone has been dead since Friday.
Maddie is 125 pounds with brown hair and green eyes.
We need to find my daughter. Anything we can do, we can put her picture out there. She's a very good kid. A lot of people know her. We just need to find my daughter.
Hearn says no one has been able to get a hold of her, and her phone's location, which he's always able to track, is off. According to family members, Maddie had been communicating on an app with someone who calls himself Josh.
So the app is called Session. I believe it's an app where anything you write is deleted immediately. Apparently, from what I hear from her younger sister, she was writing on that app and went to left and meet a boy named Josh.
None of her friends, nobody at Colerain High School, nobody knows any Josh. We've all thought every possibility, wherever she's at, whatever's going on. None of us think it's because she wants to be in the position she's in right now. We think something has happened.
Yeah, Madison's parents also ask any nearby businesses or homes to check your surveillance cameras and see if there are any signs of Madison over the last 5 days. They say no information is too small in the search for their daughter. If you have any information, contact Colerain Police Department, or you can contact the family directly either on social media, texting, or calling. They will be out here on Wednesday afternoon searching for her. For now, in Colerain Township with photojournalist Logan Thomas, Allie Hennard, Fox 19 Now.
So yeah, that's a little bit of information. Yes, this is in Ohio. I got a nice glare on my glasses, don't I? Yes, they lived in a Hotel Troy. Not a house. It's in Ohio, JB. Colerain County. You're welcome. Now the next one I'm going to show from a different news has some CCTV in it. Yes, it is, Lynn.
Welcome back. The search continues tonight for missing 16-year-olds.
Friends and family of Madison Fields gathered in Colerain Township to pass out flyers today. Madison went missing just over a week ago today. Her family telling us that she was going to meet an 18-year-old she met on an anonymous encrypted messaging app before she disappeared. Madison was last seen at around 4 in the afternoon last Friday, and you can see video here showing her carrying a black Nike backpack and a white grocery bag. Her friends and family all searching for her, hoping she's okay, and are grateful for everyone lending a helping hand.
I'm glad to see that people are coming from different areas, different townships even, people we don't know just want to come out here and help, and the support does help. So that it's a really good feeling to see that people are out here actually just trying.
A professional search team was also on hand to help the family look for Madison, and anyone with information on Madison's whereabouts can submit tips to Colerain Police Department's digital tip line. A link WXIX.com, or you can call the number on your screen.
The search.
So that was a little eerie. Yeah, she was lured, JB. This guy told her that he was 18. He's not. And we learned about this Sessions app when we talked about Haley Busby, the one that was missing here from Indiana that wound up in Ohio. So it's another one of those, like he said, encrypted apps that as soon as you Send your message and it's read, it's gone. Yeah, Melissa. Now I gotta find the next one, so bear with me, okay? Mm. Okay. Sorry. Zoop. It's already playing. Sorry. I turned it down. So let me get it.
Nobody should go through this. It's breaking us down.
Not knowing where their daughter Madison is almost more than Tyler and Carrie Hearn can handle as they search to find her.
I'm doing anything and everything to find her. Like, I can't stop looking.
They say Madison was last seen leaving the in-town suites on Colerain Avenue around 4 in the afternoon on Friday, February 13th. The Hearns tell me they were staying there at the time. Tyler says he discovered Madison was messaging an 18-year-old man named Josh on an app called Session and was supposed to meet up with him.
So it's day 9 of her missing, and we're gathered here just to put more flyers out, try to get her face out there more, as much as we can, so somebody will say something.
Dozens of people responded, meeting at the Kroger parking lot off North Bend Road.
We want to hit up as many businesses as we possibly can, right? At this point, we've already kind of searched through Colerain and the Harry Lee area, so we're going to kind of branch out.
Volunteers braving the cold to lend a helping hand and hope that bringing more awareness will help find Madison.
We've had word that the flyers have made it all the way to New Richmond, Indiana.
As word spreads and the search continues, Madison's parents want their daughter to know they're trying to find her.
We're definitely not mad at her. We just want her to come home.
I'm thinking so, JR, that it is closer. Right, Troy. Yeah, if her phone comes on. Yeah, they do need to scrap those apps. I agree. I thought it was, Eric. I thought it was in Cincy. But you're going to see who they have in custody. He's not 18. He's a New York man. I'll make this bigger too. Well.
New York State arrested in connection to the missing 16-year-old girl from Colerain Township we've been telling you about for the last week. Thanks for joining us here at 11 o'clock. I'm Cherie Palello.
Yeah, dramatic new developments tonight. I'm Mike Dardis. Madison Fields, last seen 2 weeks ago. Tonight, federal investigators say 43-year-old Kyle Lawrence from the Buffalo, New York area admits now to driving to see Madison 2 times in the weeks leading up to her disappearance. So the 43-year-old Lawrence, arrested, appeared in federal court in New York State on federal sexual exploitation charges. So we want to be clear here. investigators still do not know where Madison Fields from our area is tonight. So yesterday, the FBI searched Lawrence's Buffalo home, found several instances of child sex abuse material. Investigators think the illegal images showed the missing teenager. Lawrence telling agents he communicated with Madison, traveled to our area to Cincinnati 2 times to meet up with her January 19th and January 31st, New Year's Eve, taking her to hotels. January 31st, not New Year's Eve. Last seen on February 13th, facing charges of transportation with the intent to engage in criminal sexual activity, travel with intent to engage in illicit conduct, and transportation of child pornography. The Ohio Attorney General's office is still listing Madison as endangered missing.
A man.
So was that even showing? I hope it was. Yeah, JR, pretty much. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking. Yeah. Right. Okay, it was showing good. Yes, it is a very wicked world. And sorry if you hear thunder. Of course, it's going to storm. If you hear the rain, we do have a metal roof. I hope you don't hear nothing, but you may. There's a lot of similarities there between her and Haley. Sessions. Prior visits. Yeah. I just don't have a good feeling. But I'd asked earlier, over on the stack about Facebook, because I couldn't get it to work. It said there was issues. So let me try it on my phone. Yeah, we have a metal roof. Yep. Okay. I do know they were having issues. Okay. Because the only reason I asked is because it popped up when you search her name that there was one post, and of course, it could be one of these fake accounts that she had been found. Oh, yeah, Cynthia. But I have not, on my phone, I do not see where she has been found at all. No. And there's so many. I have posted 6 to 10 missing flyers in the past 2 days. Well, thank you, Monty. I hope it's better. I hope the new Wi-Fi box is making a difference. For sure. Oh, JR, I'm so sad about that. Well, that's good that you're on her. Keep track of what apps and stuff she has. Right, JB? Let's see. I gotta look at something. I don't know if it was for him or if it was for something else. And view. Okay, that's for the next person I want to talk about. That wasn't about him. But they have charged him with, I didn't mean to get out of the thing. Yeah, he has been charged with the exploitation charges and stuff that they were mentioning. And he also talked to her on Snapchat. Let's see. They took several devices, and which they said contained the CSAM that he's evidently told him was on there. But that's the only thing on there. But it's so sad. So sad. Yeah, JR, I don't know if something happened in Ohio or if he did take her back to New York area with him. I don't know. But until her phone is active, they can't ping it or anything. Right, yeah. A world filled with monsters. Yep. Okay. Oh, of course I can't get into my Facebook on here because it tells me it's not available still. So let me pull up this person's name. And see if I can do it this way. I'm going to show you. I sent this to the mod chat the other day because this happened in Indiana. Hi, Gina. I want to introduce you to Samantha Mayhew. Okay, Gina, it's okay. She took someone's life the other day. Oh, yeah, JR. And that's blood on her face, by the way. So let me get the article pulled open. I haven't done this in a while, and I'm sorry. But you know how things go when you don't feel well. Woman dies in scuffle in Owen County. Suspect charged with involuntary manslaughter. Ooh, that was big lightning. A woman is dead and suspect is facing an involuntary manslaughter charge after a fight in Owen County. According to court records, Law enforcement was called to the property located along Private Road 525 West near State Road 42 around 12:30 a.m. Saturday to break up a fight. 911 caller advises dispatchers that multiple subjects were fighting and one person involved in the scuffle was not breathing. The first law enforcement officer to arrive on scene encountered Samantha Mayhew of Poland, Indiana, while she was walking along a roadway. Per court documents, Mayhew had blood all over her face and clothes when the officer found her. Her cheek also appeared to have sustained a large laceration. The officer who encountered Mayhew on the road asked her about what had happened at the scene. Mayhew initially told the officer to leave her alone. The officer subsequently advised her that he could not leave her be. As their conversation continued, Mayhew told the officers that they were trying to get her for that girl not breathing. Mayhew also urged the officer to go down the road or go down there and get that girl breathing. After speaking with the officer, Mayhew agreed to get in the back of the officer's vehicle. Once Mayhew had been secured, the officer proceeded to the scene of the incident where the residents of the incident had been folded at. While riding up to the residence with the officer, Mayhew repeatedly said that somebody kept coming at her. Court records suggest that Mayhew said, "I don't know. She came at me, and the bitch just kept coming at me." Mayhew also told the officer that everyone was doing stupid shit. She added that she did not know anything about them during the incident. Mayhew told the officer she just wanted that girl safe. In the report on the incident, the officer that spoke with Mayhew indicated that she smelled like alcohol, showed signs of unsteady balance, and had abusive attitude and had dilated pupils. When the officer pulled up to the residence the fight happened at, he observed an individual performing CPR on a female subject. The female subject was lying near a rock pile while chest compressions were being performed. Upon approaching the scene, the officer noticed that several chairs were flipped over, a sign that an altercation of some kind had occurred. After making contact with individuals at the scene of the fight, the officer observed that the unconscious individual did not appear to have any obvious visible injuries. The officer then checked the individual for breathing or a pulse. Neither were detected by the officer, who then began to perform CPR until Owen County EMS personnel arrived at the scene. One of the individuals the officer spoke with at the scene of the fight indicated that the unconscious individual had smoked a joint but had not consumed any alcohol. That same individual also advised that Mayhew was up on alcohol and a whole bunch of other stuff. While the officer that made it to the scene first assisted medics, Mayhew attempted to exit the police vehicle she was in multiple times. Owen County Sheriff's deputies who arrived at the scene helped ensure Mayhew remained secured in the law enforcement vehicle. On one of the occasions she managed to get out of the law enforcement vehicle, Mayhew asked officer, "So what's up here?" When police attempted to respond to Mayhew, she said, "I did this." After Mayhew said, "I did this," she asked, "Okay, so what's up here?" "I did this." Once again, police attempted to respond to her. Mayhew said, "I promise I didn't do this." When police tried to adjust the window of the car Mayhew was in, she again climbed back out of the vehicle. Police ultimately had to push and pull her back into the vehicle. Mayhew's multiple escapes from the police vehicles led investigators to leave an officer with her in that car at all times. You got to remember, I guess they didn't suspect her, being the one. So I'm just assuming here. During their investigation of the scene, police found a black bag and a zip-up jacket near a utility pole. The jacket had blood on it, which led the police to believe it belonged to Mayhew. Police also located blood on the ground around the fire pit, on a white plastic table, and on a hat. Court records suggest multiple people who witnessed the incident told police they saw Mayhew on top of the person who was rendered unconscious during the fight. One of the people who witnessed the fight also attempted to separate Mayhew and the victim. Another witness told police that the fight may have started when Mayhew began asking the victim why she didn't have custody of her child. That same witness told police Mayhew grabbed the victim's hoodie during the fight, which sent both of them tumbling towards the rock pile where police would later find the victim unconscious. One witness told investigators that the victim was quiet and calm throughout the incident. The witness also added that the victim remained seated in her chair throughout her initial conversation with Mayhew. Witnesses told police that the victim likely was not the one who bloodied Mayhew during the fight. They indicated that one of the other individuals involved in it injured Mayhew. During their conversation, she witnessed conversations with witnesses. Police learned that Mayhew may have put the victim in a chokehold during the fight. Both Mayhew and the victim were transported to local hospitals after the fight. An affidavit indicates that the victim was ultimately pronounced dead at the hospital. A press release from the Owen County Prosecutor's Office identified the victim as Kristen Moore. After Mayhew was released from the hospital, she was remanded to the Owen County Security Center. Her bond was set at $30,000 cash or 10% surety during an initial hearing on Monday. Mayhew is currently slated to go to trial on August 18th, and a pre-trial conference in her case will be held on April 16th. Wow. I'm sorry. Get caught back up here on your chat. Yeah, JB, she does look like drugs haven't been kind to her. Yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. There was one that I was going to talk about that was like, and Cynthia knows about this one, that was 25 minutes from me. But the document I can't read on here. So I'm not going to. Not that I'm monetized or anything, but I don't want to have to fiddle fart with, yes, Oakland. Yeah, Cynthia. It's really sad. You're welcome, Eric. I will let you all be. You know I don't like keeping you very long. But if you see something, say something. If anybody has seen Madison, speak up. Yeah, it's gonna rock and roll here. You're welcome, Cynthia. Thank you all for being here. And it felt weird being back, but we will get back on it. I'm feeling much, much better. You're welcome, Gina. All right. Bye, guys. Love you.